Okay, today we are going to have another theory which will provide us a solution for the negative externalities or any type of market failure which is addressed by the government, that these things are causing the economic inefficiencies, and we used different methods in order to internalize the externalities. We used taxes for negative externalities caused by the consumers or by the producers in order to have more allocative efficiency. We also discussed the cost theorem and the issuance of permits by the government, pollution permits, which will be used to have more economic efficiency or internalization of the externalities. Now today we are going to study what is meant by nudge theory. Meaning of nudge is to create a jerk, or we have to provide different choices to the consumers and producers in order to make a wise decision. Okay, so we have to see what is meant by choice architecture. What do you mean by choice architecture? People are not changing their economic behavior. This is called behavioral insight. How can we change the behavior of consumer and producer in the real life? Why are we not changing our behavior? Because we are not having any other option. So when we want to change the human behavior, we have to provide them different choices, and among those choices the consumers will be motivated in order to choose the best one, which will help government reduce the negative externalities. For example, there is a road congestion. Everyone is using his private car to move from one place to another within the city. So as a result, there is a road congestion and more pollution in the atmosphere. What government makes a nudge? Government will telecast or inform the consumers or people or commuters about the benefits of bicycling. When they use a bicycle for short distances, so it will reduce the number of cars on the roads, and it will reduce the pollution in the atmosphere. So this was a choice which was not considered by many of the people in the society, and they were using their own private cars to move from one place to another. So when government has provided them a choice, government has provided the benefits, or government has informed to the people about the benefits of bicycling, which will help them in order to improve their health conditions, and along with that society will have less number of road congestion and less pollution in the atmosphere. So when choices are available, different choices are informed by the government, then people will have their change in behavior. This is called behavioral insights. Okay, so in 1970s, I think the two of the economists, they have provided this nudge theory, in which they studied the human behavior, how they could be changed. If they are provided the better choices to make a decision, then government will be able to achieve the desired goals. Another example, if we see, if people are not leaving the use of sugar, which is the reason for diabetes. So what government does? Government will inform the people about the harmful effects of having more carbohydrates in their daily life. So if people are informed in a better way, through advertisement, through emails, by any way, so they will change their behavior, and they will not be consuming too much of those items which are having more carbohydrates in the in that food. So we see when better choices are provided, people will change their behavior and government will be able to achieve the desired goal. Alright, so in case of nudge theory, the choices are provided by the government or the people are informed by the government about the different choices available, and now people are motivated to change their behavior in the desired goal to be achieved by the government. Okay, for example, we can see the COVID-19 vaccination. How government has changed the behavior of people. Government decided to have more people vaccinated. So how much is provided? Government said if you are not vaccinated, you will not be allowed to attend any public place. You will not be able to travel out of the country, or you have to be banned from the social activities. Now people change their behavior and many of the persons they got vaccinated against COVID-19 virus. So we see, so when nudge is provided or different choices are provided, people will change their behavior in the desired direction. So do you think this nudge will work separately? Many of the governments of the world using the nudge theory in order to improve the economic efficiency of the market. Do you think it will effectively work? To some extent it works, but it works with the other policy tools. Like government has imposed taxes on the demerit goods. Along with that, government is also informing the people about the harmful effects of smoking. And government is also providing the choices that they should not be smoking and they have to move there. They have to spend their time in studying the books, in doing other activities where they will not be having more feelings about smoking. So we see nudge is used by many of the governments, but it is not effectively working when it is adopted alone as a policy tool of the government. It works effectively along with the other government policy measures to correct the market failure or to achieve the economic goals of economic efficiency. Clear? This is about the nudge theory. Sometimes we have an MCQ related to this theory in our paper 3, or sometimes I found a question in the data response paper 4. So you have to keep it in mind. Nudge theory is about the choice architecture and it talks about the behavioral insight, how human behavior will be changed to the desired direction set by the government. Okay. Inside when किसी चीज को डीपली जाना उसमें अपना behavior change. Now I move towards the provision of subsidies for the positive externalities. What do we mean by subsidies? Subsidies are provided to internalize the positive externalities. So subsidies opposite to the tax we studied in our AS level about the subsidies. Now sometimes we have consumption positive externalities. From the consumer side, we have the consumption externalities, and the product which is associated with positive externality, it is also having the positive externality from the producer side. For example, production of any, or you are getting education, this is a merit good, it has positive externalities for the society as well, that the social benefit of society will increase. And who are the suppliers of education? If they are provided subsidies, then they will better have the allocation of resources in the provision of education. So subsidies what? Subsidies opposite to the tax. We see what happens when a product is associated with positive externality, this is the social benefit. Social benefit of this product is higher than the private benefit. Now this is the supply of the marginal private cost of education. This is the supply line, and this is the demand D1, and this is demand D2. So when government provides a subsidy to the producer, what happens? This supply curve will shift downward. Previously, market was cleared at this level. Okay. Now what happens? Subsidy is provided, and this is the marginal social cost, which is lower than the marginal private cost. Now the consumers, they have to pay this lower price, and sellers will receive this upper price. This is the increasing price for the sellers, and this is the decreasing the price for the consumers. So this vertical distance is called the subsidy. Okay, listen over here. Consumer is paying along his marginal private benefit line. Where he is paying? Along the marginal private benefit line or demand curve, whereas seller is receiving at the point where marginal private cost is there. And at this point you can see marginal social benefit is higher than the marginal social cost. That's why we have the marginal social benefit. This line is lying above the marginal social cost. So government has provided a subsidy which is going to be provided to the producers of the merit goods, and they have benefited the consumers in the form of lower prices, and then they will have, the producers will be paid in more price by the government. Clear? So this is how subsidy is provided by the government in order to internalize the language varieties. You can see the social desirable level of output is Q2, and the private economic equilibrium was E1, where subsidy was not provided. People were paying this price to get this level of education. Now when subsidy is provided, the consumers are also benefited and producers are also benefited. So who will get the more benefit of subsidy? Who will get it? It depends upon price elasticity of demand and supply. If supply is inelastic than demand, more benefit of subsidy will be enjoyed by the producers. And if demand is inelastic, then definitely consumers will be getting more benefit of that subsidy. Alright? This is about how subsidies are used to internalize the positive externalities by the government. Okay, so on the same way, nudge can also be used to encourage the people about the positive externalities, where people are informed about the benefits of education and they are asked to change their behavior in the direction that more and more people should be getting education, and by 2030 or 2025, 2030, the Millennium Development Goals are that every child in the world should be primarily educated. There should be a primary education available, and it should be achieved, the goals by the government of every country. That whoever the number of children are available in a country, they should have at least the primary education. Okay, so government is providing the subsidies on one hand, on the other hand it is going to have behavioral insight that people should be provided a choice, that they should go to the school for the education of their children, and they should be provided free education along with the provision of books. So when this choice is available, people will move towards this behavior. So both subsidy and nudge will work together in order to achieve the desired goals. Alright. So this is how we use different tools by the government to internalize the externalities, either they are positive or negative. Clear? Now what is the direct provision? When market forces are failed to provide us the public goods, then government will supply those goods by itself, like defense, roads and many other merit goods which are underprovided, government will supply them. And in our next lesson, we will be doing the other topics of this chapter, and we will have a new lesson by tomorrow.